What's going on, everybody? It's Jeff here, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about NIO. A lot of people have been reaching out to me even yesterday, more so today, saying, Jeff, there's 6% pullback, 5% pullback. It's at about $57 right now. That's off its intraday high earlier this week of $67. Okay, people are saying, what do I do? Is it going to crash? Have we hit the top? Should I buy more? What should I do, guys? Stick around. You're not going to want to miss this. I'm going to go over all of that. I'm going to go over how it's going to play, what you should be worried about, and what not to be worried about. And so you're not going to want to miss this one. For those of you guys that don't know me, I've been investing in the stock market since I was old enough to open up a brokerage account. I'm part of multiple different Discord chats and stock, forums, and I try to help everybody as much as I can. Try to give back to some of those how I learned from people that were way ahead of me. I decided to come out around YouTube in 2021. Everybody's like, Jeff, start making some content. We love it. I'm still really not that good at these videos, guys, so I appreciate some feedback. Hit the like button, subscribe, join to the family. Let me know what I can help you out with or anything I can do better to make these videos a little bit more enjoyable to see. So for right now, let's kind of get into it. NIO right now currently is sitting at 56.91. It's down 6.5% for the day. It is coming off a 52-week high, which happened earlier this week of just under $67. That's about a 15% pullback, okay? 15% pullback is huge. We normally don't see that in multiple different stocks. However, because of the way NIO has driven up so much over the past year, 15% pullback is not something I'm too worried about. Okay, we're gonna stick around till the end of this video. I'm gonna get into exactly of what the plays and the patterns have been over the time and what you should not be worried about. Okay, but let's get into a little bit more of exactly why potentially NIO is down. Okay, so one, we saw a lot of hype up on NIO Day. It's releasing their new ET7. It has their 150 kilowatt battery, which, by the way, they announced that it was going to be a solid state battery recently. Okay, they issued their $1.3 billion in senior convertible notes, which almost all of them were swapped up, and that's over now. It's recovered since then. Okay, but here's the thing: just like with NIO Day, it built up a lot of hype, a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of excitement. It's all news that's far out in the future. Okay, the sedan's not being released till early next year. Okay, same thing with the batteries. They're adding to their battery as a service, which is great, but they need to ramp up more stations and swap stations to be able to do that. And then also, I'm looking right here, one possible reason comes with the news of another lockdown in China. It says 22 million individuals are now on lockdown following a village wedding party. It includes parts of Beijing and other major cities that I definitely cannot pronounce. That might lead into it. Okay. Also want to keep in mind, guys, that if you look at Li Auto and Xpeng, they're all down. Okay. They all tend to ride with the hype of Tesla as well as Apple, initiating that they were going to be getting into the EV market. That kind of boosted these small stocks up a little bit as it is. But when they're all down together, it's not something to really worry about. Okay. I do want to mention that I read this article. China's electric automakers have potential, but consultants warn there's bound to be a correction. Okay. NIO stock is up around 187% from October 13th. Xpeng about 176 and Li Auto about 90. Those are still huge gains. Okay. Couple things that are going to be worried about. Even this, this gentleman right here, I watched this video. It's on CNBC. You can go over for yourself and watch it, just to kind of give you a little bit of light. Okay, that these automakers can become quote unquote the Tesla of China, but that doesn't mean their valuation is going to skyrocket. Okay, NIO has become one of the most valuable automakers, in the world, over Ford and General Motors and which have been around for close to 100 years, if not Ford's been around for over 100 years, right? So you got to kind of put a little bit of a perspective on this and exactly of what to expect. Okay, but like it says, read this article. It tells you a little bit more about the stock and what to worry about. And if you want a dollar cost average, you definitely can. I've slowly been adding to my position in NIO. I'm currently not selling anything I have to add to NIO. Okay, but as I get more funds freed up, I definitely do designate a portion of NIO, a portion of that to NIO. Okay, this is another article, another one by Investor Place, saying that NIO could jump to nearly $100 per share. I see this hitting $100 by the end of the year, especially as it gets closer to the releases. The one thing that I didn't like about NIO Day was that everything is just so far in the future. Okay, we know that Tesla is a monster. All right. And we don't know. And as much as they haven't released the news, we don't know what could be released so much quicker. We also know that Apple is waiting, okay, not only to release their Apple Car and release, uh, you know, future plans, detailed plans exactly of what that Apple car is, but they're waiting for the autonomous driving. Um, some people say 5 to 10 years. We know with the technology that Apple has, I could probably see that happening much closer to the 3 to 5 year range. But read this article as well to kind of calm your ease a little bit. We also know that, and let's kind of dip over to the chart here, guys. We also know that as NIO gets closer and closer to reporting earnings, and they beat these earnings, which I would definitely concede them. Hopefully, as long as this lockdown in China does not stand any length of time, I could definitely see them, smashing earnings again, beating the estimates as well. We know the stock's going to pop a bit. But if you look at the chart, guys, it's really following a pretty similar trend. Going back into August, the stock was trading at $19 a share. So when it dipped back all the way down to $17, that's a 15%. I'm sorry, it was close to $20 per share. That's a 15% drop, guys. Okay. If you're looking up here, 28.48, and maybe not so much. It got some news. However, it's a little over a 10% drop here. It popped up, but look at this one, guys. It popped up right here to 55.38, and I don't even know if that potentially could have been higher intraday because this is only at close. 55.38 all the way down, guys, to $41. That's, oh my gosh, that's like a 25% drop. That's 25. That's over a 25% drop. That's huge. Do I see a 25% drop happening? I don't know. I don't know. I could definitely see a 20. We're almost at 20, okay? But look, it rode off. It hit a support line of somewhere around the $44, $45 mark, and it pushed back up on that, pushed back up based on news, okay? NIO does have more to prove. It's going to need to continue to maintain its profitability in the long term, as also its attraction. We know the Chinese government is behind them, okay? And they're making amazing vehicles as well, which are really stepping up the bar. They're branching out into new markets. We know, Biden administration has been pro. I've mentioned this in probably every one of my videos. Biden administration has been pro the EV market, has been pro, any type of, renewable energy. We know that Trump had and his administration, they kind of put a little bit of resistance between the trade of, US and China. I can probably see that being a little bit more lenient going future, which definitely brings the, possibility of NIO being brought over into the US. So in the long term, guys, and even in the short term, which to me, short term is next 12 months, I'm not worried about this stock, okay? People are saying, do I sell? Do I sell? Do I sell? I mean, this stock is going to continue to go up. However, it's going to continue to ride the trends that you see. It's going to drop back 15%. It's going to drop back potentially 10%. It's not like an Apple, okay? Apple doesn't really push up 15% in a day. However, it's not going to pull back 15%. A little bit more stable. We're going to see that with NIO. So drop your questions down below. If there's news out there that you guys might be worried about that I don't know about, please let me know. Consider joining the family, guys. I'm looking, like I said, to try to build a community together where we can all invest together, grow together to eventually profit together, okay? But rather than just spewing news that is putting people into panic or trying to say, guys, look at this next penny stock that's going to make you a millionaire overnight. As much as that does happen for individuals, and I got very, very lucky buying Tesla at a very, very early stage, which was only in 2019. I picked it up for about $40 a share. That's mostly not like, that's mostly unlikely to happen, okay? So, leave a comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are on NIO and anything I could do, guys, to make these videos more enjoyable for you. And I appreciate it. I will see you in the next one. Enjoy your 3-day weekend, guys.